Have you heard about Lutyens zone?
Yes.
Tell me one reason why we should not select you for this program. What's your name?
So my name is Sakshi Chaudhary.
Okay, so you're waiting since 2-3 hours, right? So it's a long time. So what was going in your mind?
Sir, I wanted to give the best that I can.
Okay, any other thinking?
No, sir.
Okay, so Sakshi, tell us something about yourself.
Sir, I come from Jaipur. It is the first planned city of India, and much like my city, I like both structure and creativity. I like to play the guitar. I sometimes sketch, and I try to go on treks as much as possible.
Okay, so you mentioned Jaipur is the first planned city, right?
Yes.
So who planned this city?
Sir, it was planned under the rule of Maharaja Swai Jai Singh II, and a Bengali architect named Vidyadhar Bhattacharya designed it.
Any other cities of India which you can name which are planned cities?
So Noida, Chandigarh, Navi Mumbai, and Amravati is also being planned.
Okay, have you heard about Lutyens zone?
No, sir, I've only heard the name. But I don't know
Okay.
much.
It is located in Delhi. So any idea who planned it?
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay, Sakshi, what makes you motivated for this IPM program? Why not some traditional programs like engineering? Because you belong to PCM background, right? So what is the motivation behind this?
Sir, I believe in the T-shaped education philosophy. The vertical represents a domain in depth, whereas the horizontal represents a wide array of subjects, and it resonates very well with the IPM curriculum. I want to be able to know about a lot of subjects before I have to narrow down the path.
Okay, so don't you think engineering also provides all these things which you are thinking, which you are keeping in your mind? You can also pursue MBA later on after completing your BTech. A lot of students are doing this.
Sir, but I personally resonated more with the IPM curriculum than that of engineering, and I opted for PCM because of the options it provided me, not because of any other reason.
Okay, so Sakshi, I can see from your profile you have one drop year after your 12th, right? So what was the reason? What all qualities you have gained during last 1 year?
Sir, the last year has taught me consistency, discipline. It has also taught me how to manage my time better, and I took a drop year because I wanted to pursue something I actually wanted to do and gain clarity about my goals before jumping into any degree.
All right. Okay. So Sakshi, there are news regarding so much happening in all over the world. There are some geopolitical tensions all over the world, right? So there are some names which are very famous nowadays, like ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles. So what is the difference between these two, ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles?
So I'm sorry, but I don't keep up with the defense.
Okay, anything regarding defense? No idea.
Sir, I only know the basic.
Okay, there was some Air India plane which crashed in Ahmedabad in last few days, right? So a name is associated with that plane crash or any plane crash in all over the world, black box. So what is the color of black box?
So I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'll
any
look it
guesses? Any guesses?
So if I were to guess, I would guess black.
Okay, it is not black. Okay, it is bright orange. Okay, okay. So what is black box? Any idea?
Sir, I think it records whatever happens in the plane, and when the plane crashed, to find out the reason of the crash, the black box was retrieved.
Okay, so do India have any facility to retrieve the data of black box presently?
Sir, I'm not sure.
Okay, and what about the cruise missiles? Any idea?
I'm sorry.
Okay, have you heard about the name BrahMos?
No, sir.
No idea. Brahmaputra?
I'm sorry, sir. I looked these up.
Okay, tell me 2-3 famous rivers of Rajasthan.
Sir, Luni, Banas, and Chambal.
Chambal. Okay, and longest river of India?
Sir, I cannot recall.
Okay, who is the chief minister of Rajasthan right now?
Mr. Jain Vanshika.
And who is deputy CM?
Mr. Premchand Barba and Diya Kumar.
There are two deputy CM.
Yes.
Sakshi, you belong to PCM background, right? Physics, chemistry, maths. Which one is your favorite subject?
Sir, maths.
Mathematics. Which part of mathematics?
Sir, I like the other parts except calculus.
Okay, anything except calculus, right? Okay, suppose there are 14 identical coins, 1 4, right? You need to distribute it among 3 beggars or 3 persons, and any person can get any number of coins. So, in how many ways you can do this?
Sir, in among how many members?
3.
Sir, 14C3.
14 C3, are you sure about this?
Yes, sir, I think so.
So, are you using some formula for this? What is the formula?
Sir, the permutation and combinations formula for combinations.
You are using it NC3
Yes, sir.
or NCR, but it is not the case of distributing the identical objects among our different persons. So, do you want to make any changes to your answer?
I'm sorry, sir. That's all I can make of it.
Okay. And what is the integration of cos x?
Minus sin x.
Okay. Are you missing on something?
So I'm not sure.
Okay. What is the differentiation of minus sin x?
So cos x.
Okay. Fine. Over to you.
Okay, so since you mentioned you don't like calculus, is there any specific reason you don't like calculus?
No, ma'am. There's no specific one. I'm just not very well reversed in it.
Okay, so what is the difference between permutation and combinations?
In combinations, an identical number of objects are chosen to be distributed among any certain number of people, and in permutations,
Have you had any leadership roles?
sir, ma'am, I was the prefect in class 11.
Okay, so can you define leadership to me? What is leadership to you?
Leadership for me would be being able to guide the people under you and also understanding their emotions and just navigating the team with keeping everyone in mind.
So, while navigating the team, as you said, what will you do if the team is not cooperating? What will you do if they're not listening to you?
Ma'am, I will try my best to listen to each perspective and just help everyone gather their thoughts. And if I cannot do so, I will report to the higher ups.
So, what are you doing in the leadership if you're going to just report it to the higher ups?
Ma'am, I'll try my best to promote communication and make everyone satisfied with the decision, but that is the best that I can do if no one is willing to go.
Okay, since you are from PCM, right? And you switched to IPM. You didn't want to do BTech and then MBA, the regular path people have?
Ma'am, I opted for PCM because I wanted to keep my options open. Then I did not have clarity for my career goals, but after 12th, I looked up degrees and IPM was the course which resonated the most with me, so I opted for it.
Do you regret taking PCM? Would you have taken anything else if you knew that you were going to do IPM?
No, ma'am, I believe it has taught me a lot about the value of discipline, consistency, and time management, and also handling pressure.
So you think other courses would have not taught you that?
Ma'am, PCM is known to be academically rigorous, so I believe that it teaches you more about it.
Since you believe it would be more academically rigorous, you will have peers that will belong to other backgrounds as well. Arts, commerce, are they any lesser than you?
No, ma'am, I believe everyone is great in what they do and everyone will help each other and it will promote peer learning as everyone comes from diverse backgrounds.
Okay. Sir, do you have any questions?
Okay. You belong to physics background also, na? PCM, so you must have went through the physics part also, right? So, Sakshi, tell me, what is Newton's first law of motion?
So Newton's first law states that an object at rest stays at rest and an object in motion stays in motion unless an external force is applied.
Any examples?
For example, a ball rolling on the floor will only stop because of force, and if in the example, if we take realistic scenarios, the ball will stop due to the force of friction.
All right. And any example of a passenger traveling in the bus? Can you relate it?
Sir, it would be the third law.
Third rule.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, whenever bus stops, then every passenger moves towards the front
Yes,
side,
sir.
right? So is it something which is related to the Newton's first law of motion or Newton's third law of motion?
So I think the third.
Third one. And what is the third law of motion?
So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if the bus stops, the reaction would be passengers moving forward.
Are you sure about this?
That's what I. That's what I think. Right.
Okay. Sakshi, uh, you must have studied chemistry also, right? So can you name five items from your kitchen with its chemical formula?
Yes, sir. So the first is table salt, which is sodium chloride, NaCl. The second is water, H2O. And the third one would be baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate. It is NaHCO3. And the fourth one would be sugar, which is glucose, and the formula is C12H22 and O11. And the fifth one would be vinegar, which is acetic acid. It is CH3COH.
What is the chemical formula of sugar that you have mentioned?
So, from what I've read recently, it is C12H22 and O11.
Okay. From where did you read about this?
So, Google, the first website.
All right. Okay. Do you read newspaper?
Yes, sir.
Which newspaper?
Sir, Indian Express. I use apps from it.
Okay. So which part of newspaper do you read on daily basis?
Random sections, I go through everything.
Okay. Any part, any section which attracts you more? Be it geopolitics or sports or economy.
Sir, I think geopolitics because a lot is going on.
Okay. So what is the main reason behind this Iran-Israel war?
So there are many reasons, but from what I've read recently, it has many underlying conditions like difference of ideology, and so Iran does not consider Israel as an Islamic state, and there are many more reasons which I cannot exactly recall right
You
now.
mentioned one which is religious, right?
So religious and ideological differences too.
What about nuclear program?
Yes, sir, it is one of them.
Okay. Have you heard about NPT?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot recall it.
Okay.
But all of this has brought them closer to a conflict, which is the environment is more volatile.
Do India have nuclear weapons?
Yes, sir.
What about Pakistan?
So it also has it. I think every country does.
Every country.
Almost every country.
So
does.
Bangladesh also has nuclear weapons, right?
So I'm not sure.
But you said every
That's what I
country has.
suppose.
All right. Okay. Where is Shillong in India?
Sir, Meghalaya.
Meghalaya. Okay. And can you name all seven northeastern states?
Yes, sir. I will try. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Nagaland, and Meghalaya.
All right. And what about Sikkim?
So it is not included in the Seven Sisters.
Okay. So there was a news regarding Sikkim recently. They celebrated something which is very important. What was that?
I'm sorry.
Recently.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot recall.
Okay. Last question, Sakshi. Tell me one reason why we should not select you for this program.
Sir, not to be overconfident, but I don't think there is any reason that I cannot work.
Okay.
So
do you have
you're
any?
like good at everything.
No, ma'am, I believe that I'm pretty adaptable and I can work on anything there is.
In case we do not choose you, then what will you do?
Ma'am, right now I'm focusing on giving my best to every opportunity that I get, but when the results do come out, I will take a thoughtful decision with what's best and right.
You don't have any plan right now.
Ma'am, I've given exams and I've been shortlisted for interviews, but right now I'm focusing on giving my best to each interview.
Okay.
Don't you have any weaknesses?
Sir, right now something I'm working on is overcommitting to things. I like trying out new things, so sometimes I tend to overcommit and stretch myself too thin. But I'm working on it by planning and saying no when I cannot give my full efforts to something, so that I don't get burnt out.
There are candidates who don't have such weakness, right? So why we should select you then?
So I believe no one is perfect, and I think I try my best to deal with the challenges that I'm given. So I think that's a great.
Okay. Thank you. All the best,
Thank
Sakshi.
you.
Thank you.